And Bapu would ask her to, write the book, maybe 100-page, book. And she would give the priority to the book over her studies, And even though she did all that, by the prayers that Bapu made, the prayers that she got A grade, in her school also, So she got best of the both, But it is challenging, that when we have exam and something going, and we give the priority, to the satsang, So the first વાત है બીજા પ્રકરણની 15મી તમારે વર્ષો પહેલા પાકી થયેલી દેખાય છે. There was a talk that she said in Gujarati, that what that talk says, that we do not find time to do the spiritual progress of ourselves. There are so many other important things that we think, worldly things, that take away our whole day, And nothing we can do for our own self spiritually. And Swami says, that if you are sick, you cannot do the prayers and other things. If you are too rich, you don't have time to do prayers. If you are too poor, you don't have time to do prayer. If you are old, you don't have time to do prayer. If you are too young, you don't have time to do prayer. No. So when would you have time to do prayer then? So she says that she would like to focus more on prayers. And when she was saying that, I was thinking, that one who is really devoted to the spirituality, it would be the other way around. He would be doing so much prayer that he would not have time to do worldly things. And worldly things will become out of priority, આપણને સત્સંગનો એટલો બધો મહિમા જાગે કે શોપિંગ કરવાનો બી ટાઈમ ના મળે. અહીંયા આગળ બી આપણે એવું ચક્કર ચડાવ્યું છે. શુક્રવારે સભા, શનિવારે સભા, રવિવારે સભા, બુધવારે બી સભા, ભાઈ શોપિંગ ક્યારે કરવાનું? When do we go for shopping? પણ સવારે બી, Monday to Friday, in the morning also we have sabha, evening we have sabha, So, those who are really interested in spiritual growth, then this Swaminivada is mastered, that it will not bother us, it will not give us any problem, But છતાંય, she is doing that for all these years, but she is still saying that I want to do more and more, of satsang related activities. And that is the real hunger, from within, If we are hungry for that, then it would happen, So now we will come to the topic, that we were going to talk. And Wednesday Sabha we talk somewhat on ek ruchi, Ruchi means a wish, a desire, a zeal from within to be nice in the satsang, to do a good deeds in the satsang, to make a friend in the satsang, and to live in the harmony, with each other, These are all definition of ruchi, It has to come from within, It has to come from within that I want to do this. I want to help this. Today we were just talking, Kiran Ben, she is always thinking, something creative, And this, our end of the year festivals are starting, Indian year is very close to the end in this month, November 2nd, November 3rd is the end of the year in Indian calendar, So it's only week, 10 days away, So she wanted to have some ideas, with the families, decorations, this and that, So if we are always focused and thinking on these things, we can always find good things, good topics, And we can make it a very creative environment, Kakaji, when he used to come to America in the beginning, it was very limited group of people, that he would meet, he would go to, And during daytime, the husband would be going to the job, or business, And Kakaji would be at home. But even at his age, Kakaji would be, and even at his level of, that respect, Kakaji would be doing the playing with the young children, He would do the babysitting job, He would keep the children busy, So the mother can do other thing, Or he would read some discourses, or he would do some dhoon and arti, Or he would write letters, to the other centers and other people, So all these things, Kakaji was so humble and so practical, that he had no problem, doing those things, So we want to also learn that, that we want to make a creative use of our time, We want to make a positive approach of our time. And I give many times example, that if we have a traffic jam, in America and in India even is worse, in Bombay, our Didi from Paris, Praveen Bhai's wife, she was in India recently, so I was talking to her. She says that from Chikhli to Bombay, it would take her about hour and a half or 2 hours, to come to the outskirts of Bombay, which is like, maybe 100 kilometers, But from outskirts of Bombay to Powai, which is only 15 to 20 kilometers, would take same time, 2 hours. 100 kilometers, 2 hours, and 15 to 20 kilometers, 2 hours. That is how much traffic jam. So now when we are in the traffic jam, we get frustrated, We want to find zigzag, to get ahead of 1 or 2 cars, that's all. And that doesn't take us too far, right? But instead, what if we say, oh, this is a nice time to pray, nice time to do chanting, nice time to, remember some good incidents and good, memories of people, and things, If we do that, then our time will be well utilized. You are in the bank and there is a long line, In India there is a long line, Here also sometimes 10, 15 people ahead of you. So rather than getting nervous and upset, why don't we just relax and say Swami Narayan, Swami Narayan, Swami Narayan, Swami Narayan, Now you don't have any tension, right? You think that you have found a time now to do this chanting, Anywhere, you go fill up the gas at the gas station and there are at least 1 or 2 cars ahead of you and you would be upset, that how long would it take now? Yeah. We are still very fortunate in this country that we don't have long lines, But the point is, that we have to change our attitude. We have to change our way of looking the spending time, And that would make us very enjoying and happy, So that is part of the ruchi, That if we have that desire that whenever there is a free time, I want to do this, then, it would flow with us. Our Vijay Bhai's father, Ghanshyam uncle, he is helping, his son in Columbus, Ohio. And he says that he keeps this earphone and the chanting dhoon is going on. He would be, helping people or doing work in the, store, but his chanting is going on, And if we do that, our one focus would be with the chanting, with God, and it would be surprising, that all our activities will become perfect, We will not make any mistakes. If any problem is going to come, we will be protected from that, We will be, saved from those things. Because when you are listening to the chanting of God's name, it gives us a program within our subconscious mind, And it would be amazing, the disease can go away, the pain can go away, the miseries can go away, And these are all the negative attributes go away, and a lot of positive attributes come in also, So that is the ruchi that we should develop, That Swamiji's point is, that in satsang we should have one ruchi, oneness with each other, And if we live that way, then we would be following this guideline of ruchi. The second topic is ek dil. Dil means heart, That we want to not have just the head trip, logic and argue. But we want to have the heart trip, Not just the head trip, but the heart trip. Heart is related with the feelings, Related with our caring nature, our, helping nature. And when people have a heart trip, the feelings will make them also happy, And when two hearts are in harmony, when you are helping somebody, no matter what you are doing, a small task, medium task, large task, doesn't matter. But you would get fulfillment, that yes, I did something, I pleased the God, and I really made my day today, Even telling somebody thank you, makes a difference also, Because when you say a word thank you, it comes from the heart, It comes from the feelings, And that other person gets also touched, So what Swamiji is saying that ek dil means we are all in harmony with one heart trip that would make our journey very pleasant, our life very happy, આપણે જ્યારે પણ કોઈ પણ પ્રસંગ બને ત્યારે એવા દિલની સચ્ચાઈથી, માનસિક પ્રમાણિકતાથી એ પ્રસંગને જો ઉકેલીએ તો એ પ્રસંગ આપણને સુખદાયી થાય. હમણાં શિલ્પાબેનની વાત કરી પંકજભાઈએ, કે લગ્નની અંદર દરેકને ટેન્શન આવી જાય. કોઈ લગ્ન હોય ને કંઈક આગુ પાછું થાય તો ગુસ્સો અને ઉકળાટ આવી જાય. અને એવો ગુસ્સો અને ઉકળાટ થયો એમના એક સગાના લગ્નમાં, અને રશ્મિભાઈ બી ખૂબ ગુસ્સે થઈ ગયા પણ શિલ્પાબેન એવી ધીરજ રાખી, રશ્મિભાઈને સમજાવી દીધા તો રશ્મિભાઈ બી શાંત થઈ ગયા એટલે જો આપણે આપણી એક એવી સુવાસ પ્રસરાવવી છે, આપણી એક એવી ફોરમ ફેલાવવી છે કે કોઈ પણ દુખિયા હોય, કોઈ પણ અપસેટ હોય તો પણ એને શાંત થાય, એને પણ શાંતિ મળે. પણ એ ક્યારે આવે કે જ્યારે આપણે એવા એક દિલથી જીવીએ ત્યારે, એવી એક ભાવનાથી જીવીએ ત્યારે, આપણું દિલ અંદરથી એવી પ્રાર્થના કરે કોઈને માટે બી, કોઈની તકલીફ હોય, કોઈને પ્રોબ્લેમ હોય તો આપણે ખરેખર દિલથી એવી પ્રાર્થના કરીએ કે એ વ્યક્તિને સારું થઈ જાય અને ખરેખર એવી પ્રાર્થનાનો પ્રભાવ પડે છે, એની અસર પડે છે. અહીંયા આગળ બી ઘણા લોકોને એવા અનુભવો છે કે કોઈ તકલીફ હોય ને બીજા બધા હરિભક્તોએ ધૂન ભજન કર્યું હોય તો બી એનાથી બી ફાયદો થયો હોય, એનાથી બી એમનું કામ થયું હોય. અને આપણે બધા ભેગા મળીને સહનાવ ભુનકતું બધા ભેગા મળીને આપણે કરવું છે. We all want to work together in a harmony, and that harmony will have a group effect. That group effect will make a big difference. That group effect is a very essential thing in our life, આપણે માણસ છીએ બધા, we are all human being, we are social animals, we cannot live by ourselves, આપણે એકલા ના રહી શકીએ. પણ હાર્મોનીમાં ભેગા રહીએ તો એકબીજાની સાથે આનંદ આવે, એકબીજાની સુખ દુઃખના ભાગીદાર થઈએ આપણે અને our life becomes very happy, અને આપણે એ કરવા માટે જ આ સત્સંગ આટલો સરસ કરીએ છીએ. સત્સંગની અંદર આપણે આપણા પોતાના માટે જો સત્સંગ કરીશું તો કામ થશે એનું, કે મારે ખરેખર આગળ વધવું છે, મારે ખરેખર અંતરમાં શાંતિ જોઈએ છે, મારે ખરેખર મારા જે કંઈ સ્વભાવ છે, મારી પ્રકૃતિ છે, મારી આદતો છે, જે મને નથી ગમતી, મને પજવે છે, એને મારે દૂર કરવી છે, એના માટે મારે કંઈક પ્રયોગો કરવા છે, એના માટે મારે કંઈક પ્રોસેસ કરવી છે. એન્ડ I want to remove and eradicate my negativities and crude nature. So if we focus that way, then it would happen, it would go away, અને જેમ શિલ્પાબેનને વર્ષોથી આવા શાંત સ્વભાવની પ્રેક્ટિસ છે, એ પ્રેક્ટિસ એમણે પકડી રાખી છે, નહીં તો એ પ્રેક્ટિસને તોડવી હોય તો વાર ના લાગે ગમે ત્યારે ધડાકો કરવો હોય તો એને વાર ના લાગે, પણ એને બિલ્ટઅપ કરતા કેટલો બધો ટાઈમ લાગે. એવું ને એવું જ આપણી કોઈ ખરાબ આદત હોય એને પણ આપણે જો બદલવી હોય તો એકદમ જલ્દી નહીં બદલાય, પણ એની પાછળ આપણે જો મંડી પડીશું તો એ બદલાશે. અને એવી આપણે પ્રેક્ટિસ કરતા જવું, એવી આપણે ટેવ પાડતા જવું, તો ધીરે 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 આપણા લાઈફની અંદર બી આપણને ચેન્જ દેખાશે. આપણા લાઈફની અંદર પણ આપણને આનંદ આવશે, અંદરથી સ્ફૂર્તિ આવશે કે ભાઈ આ જીવન જીવવાની ખરી મજા આવે છે, એન્જોયિંગ ધીસ લાઈફ. Even challenge will become an opportunity for us. Even the difficult task, we will learn a lot from that, But if we take a positive attitude, if we take a positive approach, So we want to think that way, we want to pray that way, and we want to always keep that as priority in our life, and it will make a difference in our life. આપણું લાઈફ બહુ પ્રેશિયસ છે, we live around 100 years at the most, out of that maybe most of us are close to the halfway or even more, so why not we use the remaining portion of our life for a very creative way, very positive way, and very disciplined way. And all these youngsters we have, our children, we want to give them that kind of guidance and education. We want to be nice and loving with them, Even though they may have done something wrong, maybe we want to still not get too extreme and too upset, so that they stay away from us, they shy away from us. But let them learn from the mistakes. Let them learn from the things they have done as a mistake, and they would really become a winner, a hero in time, But it has to be with our patient. આપણે બી ધીરજ રાખવી પડે. આપણે જો ધીરજ રાખીએ તો આપણો બી ઉકળાટ ના વધી જાય. નહીં તો ઇન્ડિયામાં આઈ હેવ સીન ઇન ઇન્ડિયા, નાના છોકરા હોય, એના દાદા દાદી હોય કે એના મા બાપ હોય, ચાલો ધોલ મારવાથી જ ચાલુ કરે. છોકરું નજીક આવે એટલે હાથ જ ઊંચો, they raise their hand, then I'll slap you, That's a no here, right? In this country, if somebody finds out that you are, doing something like that, they would call police, right? But instead of that, we want to be nice with them. If our tone is nice, then they will come closer to us, If our tone is positive, they would listen to us, and they would be our good friends, They would be our good, support, So let's live that kind of life. Let us keep that kind of attitude, and progress from there. Grandparents are good example, They are always very nice and humble with, the grandchildren, you know. And grandchildren would run to the grandpas, you know, more so than mom or dad, you know, because there is a discipline, you know. There is a little bit of toughness, you know. So I was talking to one devotee today, you know, that we should not be too hard on them, you know. Even though we think that they have done something improper, try to find a way to be nice with them and then rise above, you know. And if we do that way, then they would be closer to us, you know. They will not be hiding from us, you know. And especially when the children are becoming teenagers, you know, that time they have their own thoughts, they have their own dreams, and it may not be matching with ours, and we would have friction, you know. And at that time, they are strong, you know. They are teenagers, they have a lot of energy, and we are weak, you know. We are in our 60s and 50s, you know. So we cannot manage to argue and fight with them. It's rather to be friend with them, you know. But these are the good habits that we develop. That is called ek dil. Our heart trip makes the big difference, you know, big thing, you know. I'm not saying that, you know, we should just spoil them, you know. It's not that way, but we want to make sure that they are positively developed, you know. Chalo saras, it's about 10 o'clock, and from here to down south is longer way. Today our Nisha Ben didn't show up, you know. Where is Anand today, you know? રવિવાર આવે છે? ઓકે. તમે ફોન કરીને યાદ દેવડાવજો કે યાદ કરતા હતા કે. Okay, anything you want to say something?
Yes, I sent an email for Shippa Baba's birthday.
Okay, we want to have somebody's email ready, and it must be nice flowery email, huh?